tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet.
Oratorio, the Messiah. And we had Matt Coleman featuring on trumpet there, and Maureen on keyboard. The next piece I'm going to sing is Ave Verum Corpus, which is a 14th century hymn that was set to music by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart in 1791, so also a few hundred years old there. And this one is the oldest piece that we've done so far and will do tonight. He wrote this in 1680. This one is called Gil Sole del Gange.
Gil Sole del Gange, Gil Sole del Gange, più chiaro svamira, più chiaro svamira, più chiaro svamira. Et tergio di stella dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange. Gil Sole dal Gange, Gil Sole dal Gange, più chiaro svamira, più chiaro svamira, più chiaro svamira. Col raggio dorato, in gemo di stella,
taken from his opera Semele, and it was written in 1743. And the context of the song is, I believe, it's Jupiter the god singing to his mortal love. This one actually came about because of a bit of confusion that I had with the assignment. Historically informed performance was the brief, and I thought you could do multiple different historical things. So I actually started work on a piece that belongs to the Victorian music hall tradition, which is bawdy and crude, and much later than the Baroque period that I've been doing earlier. So I performed this at a residential school, and the lecturer said, try it in Baroque style. So as a result, this piece is a lot lighter. This piece is called With Her Head Tucked Underneath Her Arm, and it's about King Henry's wife Anne Boleyn haunting him after her death, and it was written in 1934, so it's the most modern by several hundred years.
In the Tower of London, large as life, the ghost of Anne Boleyn walks, they declare. For Anne Boleyn was once King Henry's wife, until he made the headsman bob her hair. Ah, yes, he did her wrong long years ago, and she comes up at night to tell him so. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour. She comes to haunt King Henry, she means giving him what for. Gadzooks, she's going to tell him off for having split her gore. And just in case the headsman wants to give her an encore, she has her head tucked underneath her arm. Sometimes gay King Henry gives a spread, for all his pals and gals are ghostly crew. The headsman carves the joint and cuts the bread. Then in comes Anne Boleyn to queer the do. She holds her head up with a wild war whoop, and Henry cries, "Don't drop it in the soup." With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour. Along the drafty corridors for miles and miles she goes. She often catches cold, poor thing, it's cold there when it blows. And it's awfully awkward for the Queen to have to blow her nose. With her head tucked underneath her arm. Beefeaters all know her well by sight. To see the plight she's in fills her with grief. And when she wanders round their huts at night, they always ask her in to share their beef. She thanks them and then with a puzzled frown, she asks them how she's going to get it down. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour. One night she caught King Henry, he was in the canteen bar. Said he, "Are you Jane Seymour, Anne Boleyn, or Catherine Parr? For how the sweet Fairy Anne do I know who you are? With your head tucked underneath your arm." Thank you very much, everybody.